All right, so when you want to work on your computer, potentially taking notes with your students, you have a couple of options. The first option is to use the software that comes with your Epson board. It's called Epson Easy Interactive Tools, and it should be on your board installed by your tech. So you can go ahead and double click on that and open that software. It is both your inking layer as well as your virtual whiteboard paper kind of idea. So much like Notebook had Smart Ink and you also have Notebook, this is the same thing all in one. So if you want, it'll open up this browser here for you to let you choose what you want to do. You can also select to not have this menu pop up every time once you get comfortable with it. And you'll see here that you can access some pen tools on either side of the screen simply by selecting these arrows. And that'll allow you to work from left or right hand side of the board. If you don't like where it is, you can also grab it and drag it wherever it is you would like it to be. So you don't have to have it there. You'll also notice along the top, we have some other buttons. We have some settings buttons, and we have our inking layer selected. This is this first box on the left, and we have whiteboard mode. I do want you to note that all of the menus here on this screen are in gray. That is one way to know that you are using the tools built in with the Epson Interactive projector, the Epson Easy Interactive Tools in PC interactive mode. So just that's one thing to look for. There are ways you can accidentally have multiple things open, which we'll talk about in one of our frequently asked question videos. So right here, the most common use you're going to see for this is either to ink on top of the screen by picking a pen and potentially drawing on the screen, so you can annotate things that you're showing on your screen. That's your inking layer. You can choose the mouse here. This is what allows you to, if you pick this to go back into interacting with your computer, it's going to ask you if you want to clear that annotation, which is a temporary thing. But what most teachers are probably going to use it for is the whiteboard mode. So in whiteboard mode, just like in the PC free annotation mode, what you've got is paper, the ability to add additional pages, take notes, and save those notes over time, just like in Notebook. So we can write a series of notes. For example, notes number 1. Okay. I can pick the thickness of my pen as well. I'm just using a marker for ease of visibility on the screen. I can go ahead and add a new page and do notes page 2, and I can keep working through this as many pages as I want. Additionally, this is the type of file where you would be able to save this. So you can create a lesson ahead, or you can save notes and come back to them the next day. So in that case, you're just going to save or save as depending on your settings. You also have the option to add shapes, basic shapes, and other ideas like that. So you can go ahead and draw shapes, and then you can actually come along and interact with those shapes after the fact if you want to move them around. So you can do a lot of the same activities and demo lessons you did using Notebook, using Epson Interactive. It doesn't have the rich catalogs or collections of information you would have used in Smart, but if you are using it generally for note-taking and diagramming, it is a great option to start off with your projector.